Welcome back everyone to another video. If you can't already tell, I'm a little stopped up. I have a cold and I'm really hoping I'm not coughing up a storm tomorrow or sneezing every 20 seconds because that would be very unfortunate. But it's the night before the hunt. I am absolutely pumped. Currently we're set to get up about 3:30, which is really early. Not sure how I'll sleep tonight, but it doesn't matter. Several cups of coffee, maybe a Red Bull or two, and I'll be good to go. I believe the temperature with the wind chill at 4 and 5 a.m. is supposed to be 37 degrees. So it's going to be cold. I'm certainly super excited. Thanks for tuning in this far into the video. We'll just have to see how the luck plays out and what we get dealt. And I think it's going to be a great hunt. I was in my stand. This was the afternoon of opening day. In the morning I got sick, didn't see much. But at first, as you can see here, I was looking at a couple does down the hill, probably 60, 70 yards away, but didn't get a good shot on them. But here, a doe came prancing in, and I only saw her tail, but she was probably 40 yards away. And I had a shot on her back or her butt, but I didn't want to shoot her there. I wanted to get a good clean shot. And I was just trying to scout out and hope that she would come out or back up a little bit. And I actually had her in my scope several times, and my only shot on her would have been at her back, and I didn't want to do that. And eventually she just kind of kept creeping towards some brush. I couldn't see her very well. And eventually I had her in my sights, and she disappeared for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I kept scouting that area, seeing if she'd come back, and I did not see any more signs of her. So here I resorted to my last resort, which was my grunt call. Unfortunately, after that, she didn't come back, and I didn't see anything for the rest of that afternoon, so you'll have to see what happened in the morning. So as you can see there, I put my sights on a deer. I would press play on my GoPro, press record, and then my GoPro died. It was too cold or something, but the battery just died. I had charged it up, but it was upper 30s, so it may have been too cold. And basically, I saw what I thought to be a doe about 30 yards off, and I lined up the shot and I hit it right behind the shoulder. But little did I know the shot was too low and went right in and out. So we waited about 30 to 40 minutes, went down, looked for a blood trail, all of that, didn't see a thing. And it turns out that we just assumed that I missed. But we looked at some trail cams later, and it was actually a buck. And we saw on the trail cam exactly where I hit. And because I was shooting downhill in a tree, I shot way too low, and it just went right in and out and didn't hurt the deer at all. And so it's still out there. He's just eating acorns, doing his thing now. But man, I thought it was a great shot. I did not realize it was too low. I didn't factor in the fact that I was going to be shooting from so high. And that was what happened. So that's the end of the story. I know this hasn't been a super long video, but I wanted to give you what I could. It would have been a lot longer if I could have landed that buck, but I had to go home, and I was unable to completely finish the buck off, or any deer for that matter. So no deer were harvested, but however, I hope you still enjoyed this video nonetheless, and I'm hoping to make more of these kinds of videos as the season goes on and as we move into bow season and even next year too.